All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. A lot of you guys probably would have been listening to myself, Matisse, Eunice, and Drogbaba in All You Can Eat Chelsea. So thank you to each and every one of you guys that have joined from that particular stream and ventured down to the other side of the coin. Really, really appreciate that. So make sure as soon as you come through, smash the like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. Helps the channel grow. And if you guys enjoy the channel, enjoy the discussion, enjoy the conversations that take place here, make sure you smash the like button. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. We're getting very, very close to 30,000 subscribers, which is a great milestone. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys today. And I'm honestly going to try and take out as many comments as I can from the live chat for this particular discussion. I've seen a lot of talk in recent times in regards to getting a new striker, whether it's Victor Osimhen, whether it's Ivan Toney, and recently I'm starting to see that Stuttgart player as well, which I won't even bother pronouncing. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Seru Guresi, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Let me know in the live chat how you pronounce that name. But I'm seeing so many people consistently talk about getting a new striker. And a lot of people are just not happy. Do you know what I mean? Don't have that trust on Nicolas Jackson or even Armando Broja. And this is the conversation that I want to have. I feel like I need to understand from you guys in the live chat, and whether you're for Nicolas Jackson and Armando Broja or you're against, let me know. Are you a believer? Are you not a believer? Me personally, honestly speaking, I can't be bothered looking so far ahead towards the January transfer window and start thinking about getting a striker. I do understand Fabrizio Romano in recent times has made some comments, some tweets stating that Chelsea are interested in getting a particular striker. And don't forget, there's still David Dutra Fofana, who's on loan as well. We've got David Washington, who's a youngster. Look, I'm not putting away the conversation completely of not getting a striker. And also, don't forget, Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku can also be utilized as a striker every now and then. We've seen it in the preseason. So I feel like, honestly, I feel disgusted thinking about spending more money to get another striker. Personally, I think this situation with Nicolas Jackson and Armando Broja, two talented youngsters, it's a good situation to be in. I feel like both of these players will push each other. Both of these players will hopefully start getting some goals for us. I think in recent times, just before Nicolas Jackson got that suspension, he got that goal. After that suspension, I think he got himself a bit of an injury, which put him, sidelined him for the last match for him to start. He came off the bench against Arsenal. Armando Broja got that goal against Fulham. But both of these players, they have immense quality. I sincerely feel both of these players, when it comes to pace, when it comes to being robust, when it comes to physicality, when it comes to their hold up, their link up, the way they press, perfect players for Pochettino. So I want to hear and I want to see what you guys have to say. Why is it that so many people are not believing in Nicolas Jackson or Armando Broja? So what is stopping you guys to think that these guys can click for us? I mean, why can't we put our trust in these two young strikers that they will come good for us? Why do we necessarily have to think that we need to go to the market and solve this situation? What's the guarantee? What is the guarantee that someone like Victor Osimhen is definitely 100% going to bang at Chelsea Football Club? What is the guarantee? Do you know what I mean? So even with Ivan, look, I personally would prefer someone like Ivan Toney. If we were to get a striker, I feel like his Premier League experience will go a long way. But Yeah, I don't know what level of player that I'm going to get out of Ivan Toney. He's now missed a lot of football due to gambling suspension, due to him having that gambling, charge. What is it? What is it from you guys? I want to see. Let's try and take some of your comments right now. Felix, good to see you, my man. But by the way, big up to each and every one of you guys. 122 people live already. Smash the like button. I would love to see well over 100 likes immediately. I'm going to try and take as many comments. Literally, this show is going to be run through your comments from here on in. I just wanted to create this discussion topic to see where the headspace is for a lot of you guys in regards to Nicolas Jackson and Armando Broja, whether you believe they can work out for us, whether we need a solution in the transfer window. Let's go. Felix, this is board fault. Why signing that much young striker? I mean, it's fine. We got Datra and by Osimhen. That's it. No need for Jackson if we want to in January for striker. Look, yeah, I mean, we can sit back now and comment on what we did last summer and say that maybe we didn't go about it the right way. You're right. We've got David Datra Fofana. Why buy another young player? Should have gone with someone like maybe an Osimhen, break the bank and go for Osimhen. But I think to answer this particular comment, I feel the reason why Chelsea didn't break the bank for a striker is because a lot of the time was invested on Caicedo. Our focus was on Caicedo. We spent a lot of money on Caicedo, and there was a lot of effort in trying to get rid of a lot of players. So to then also get someone like Osimhen is a blockbuster signing. To be able to get Caicedo and Osimhen, I think that's always going to be difficult. And I think the other reason was Chelsea probably thought that Christopher Nkunku could be potentially deployed as a striker as well. So that's another reason why we didn't go for someone like Osimhen, in my personal opinion. Let's see what you guys are saying. Mish, good to see you, my man. Jackson is not clinical. Broja is too injury prone. How old is Jackson, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? How old is Jackson? I need to see how old this particular brother is. Nicolas Jackson, age. Nicolas Jackson's 22. Are we just going to deem him that this guy's just not going to be clinical ever again in his life? Is that what we're saying? From, I don't know, Mish, if you watched him in Villarreal, but his Villarreal stint was very short as well. So are you just categorically at a point where you've seen enough of Jackson at the age of 22? He's going to be 23 in June 20th next year. Have you seen enough of Jackson to now say, do you know what? This guy's not clinical. He will never be clinical. Sayonara. Goodbye. Like, are we at that position? I think that's harsh, man. I truly do feel that's harsh. I feel like Nicolas Jackson does have the potential to be a very, very good striker. I honestly do believe that. I've backed him since in the preseason, and I know he's not started the season well. There was a lot of games where he was very, very poor, but you can see the overall talent in Nicolas Jackson. You can see the overall skill set that he has, that there is a serious player there. Broja is too injury prone. Honestly, I've not. Let's have a quick look. I'm not sure whether Broja has got, like, besides that injury that he got with his ACL, was there previous injury history with Broja as well? Can someone tell me in the live chat? Does Armando Broja have a history of injuries, or is it just the ACL injury that he had last season? I don't think you can just call someone injury prone off the back of one major injury. Like, I need to see a history of injuries. I don't know. I've not done the research, but let me know live chat. So I think that whole thought process of Armando Broja being injury prone, I think that's like straight up incorrect in my opinion. Tim B, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Jackson underperforming his XG, worse than any player in the EPL. He will be good, but he's not ready yet, and this is going to create pressure on him. Look, at Chelsea Football Club, you're going to have pressure. So that's something Nicolas Jackson can never hide from. regardless of Chelsea Football Club, any club, striker, goalkeeper, the two positions, you're always going to have immense pressure because it's always open to see. You know, when you miss an opportunity right in front, the way Nicolas Jackson has this season, the there's always going to be scrutiny. So he's never going to get rid of the pressure. So he's going to have to thrive within the pressure. I just think the XG, Jackson underperforming his XG, one of the worst in the Premier League. I just hope that that XG finally comes around. Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm not a massive guy when it comes to stats. At the end of the day, I want to see the real numbers. But at least in these sort of scenarios, we can say that he puts himself in good positions to score goals, and we are hoping that sooner or later he starts putting those chances away. So me personally, I don't want to entertain any more players. Like, I want to see how Jackson and Armando Broja perform until the end of December. And then if I do see both of them underperforming, not doing well enough, then I'll start thinking if I do need someone in January. But I do want to give them the opportunity to flourish at Chelsea Football Club. And I think the players as well, they're starting to create a good chemistry. You can see like they are really, really fighting hard for Nicolas Jackson. When Nicolas Jackson scored that goal, I believe against Brighton, and he should have scored 2 goals. He was wrongly ruled offside against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. You could see how much the players, are backing him and enjoying the fact that he scored a goal that particular match. Chelsea Empire, good to see you, my man. Jackson needs time right now. He's doing too much, not padding on time when he carries ball forward or not pulling trigger when he's supposed to as a striker. Broja, I just don't see succeeding here. Look, I think giving up on these two players so early is probably not wise, man. I still want to see Nicolas Jackson start against Brentford. My personal preference, and obviously we're going to do our match preview in a couple of days' time. I really do want to see Nicolas Jackson start. I know Cole Palmer played well as a false 9 against Arsenal, but that's Arsenal. I do want to see Nicolas Jackson put back in as a striker. Cole Palmer there, potentially Sterling or Mudryk, whoever, and then you've got the midfield trio. I do want to have us continue with Nicolas Jackson, and that's the only way we're going to see if this guy is going to deliver for us or not. To completely move away from Nicolas Jackson all of a sudden now, I think that's probably not wise, man. And to be honest, Broja, I just don't see succeeding. I don't know, man. I honestly see a lot of quality in Armando Broja. I really do. I know the injury has hampered his progress, but there's immense quality. You look at the performance that he put against Fulham, where he scored. And that was off the back of him coming back from an injury where he's only played 13 minutes all up. And then he was thrown into the deep end by starting. And then obviously he started against, I believe, Burnley. It wasn't a good performance. But, he's still slowly getting, coming back from the injury, the big injury that he suffered. I still think overall Armando Broja is going to be a quality player, man. There's immense talent in this particular footballer. I would hate to think if one of these guys were to leave Chelsea and they blow up somewhere else, and then we'll be sitting here thinking, oh, that's another player. The striker market, it's not like there's a plethora of strikers balling out. The striker market, just like the goalkeeper market, is not the greatest. Victor Osimhen, for example, is going to cost a lot of money. And there's a lot of issues that's happening with Napoli. I know a lot of it is not engineered by him. A lot of it is engineered outside of him. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, when was the last time a Serie A, striker came to the Premier League and done well? And I know Victor Osimhen did well in Liga as well. I completely understand. And Victor Osimhen is a particular player. You'd think, that African background, they're going to easily fit in the Premier League when it comes to physicality. But there's no guarantee, man. There's absolutely no guarantee. As I said, if we were to go for a striker, maybe an Ivan Tony. But honestly, I feel like we should be excited about what we have, as opposed to consistently asking for more and more and more. We need to stay a bit patient, at least till the end of December. Whitney, guys, let's not forget Drogba first 2 seasons at Chelsea was not great. Let's give Jackson time. We have given Havertz time. Exactly. I still remember Didier Drogba when he first came to Chelsea Football Club. He wasn't that great. He wasn't great at all. But look at now, we look back and what a legend of the football club he's turned out to be. So we do need to give time, man. And this is such a fine point. We've given someone like Havertz 3 seasons at Chelsea Football Club, and we're not willing to give someone like Nicolas Jackson or Armando Broja till the end of January to decide. So many people I've seen in recent times on social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, like, don't worry about Nicolas Jackson. Don't worry about Armando Broja. Don't start them. Get a new striker, or use someone else. Use Cole Palmer now. All of a sudden, Cole Palmer is now being talked about. This is the new one. Serhu Guirassy to Chelsea. Like, I mean, I know this guy's killing it in Stuttgart. Like, he's got some ridiculous stats at the moment, but we've seen Bundesliga strikers come to the Premier League. We have seen Bundesliga strikers come to the Premier League and they have not looked the same. Do you know what I mean? So this particular brother, Serhu Guirassy, I mean, what's his history? What has he done previously? Prior to Stuttgart, has he killed it elsewhere? I've got literally zero idea about this particular. I say let's watch him for a couple of seasons. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, by then he's going to cost a lot of money. We could potentially get him for cheap now. But yeah, and this is the other thing, he's 27. Guirassy, 1 season wonder. He's 27. I mean, look, I don't know what's going to happen in the future transfer windows for Chelsea Football Club, whether we stick with the young player policy or not. The fact that Pochettino is now going to be very much involved in our transfer business, I think we may deviate away from this young profile. So someone like 27, it may still happen. I think Ivan Toney, how old's Ivan Toney? I'm pretty sure Ivan Toney's 27, 28. Ivan Toney age. Ivan Toney's 27. Ivan Toney is 27, but at least we can say that Ivan Toney is not a one-hit wonder. Like, he's done very, very well for Brentford season in, season out. So that's about that. Abdul Razak, good to see you, my man. If we want to challenge, I really don't think Broja and Jackson are it. Give them until end of the season. Look, we're definitely not challenging this season. I see a lot of people say this as well. If we want to challenge for Premier League titles, are we challenging this season? We're not challenging for anything this season. So let's see where Broja and Jackson takes us till the end of the season. Unless we find an absolute brilliant opportunity to buy Victor Osimhen or Ivan Toney or whoever else in January, let's stick with Jackson and Broja. And as I said, a lot of people are forgetting Christopher Nkunku can be deployed as a striker as well. So I don't want to change too much with the team at the moment. I say we keep the team as it is. Let them keep working. Let them keep building the chemistry. And let's see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Look, if by the end of December we're very close to getting into Champions League positions, which we should, okay, then perhaps we can think about getting ourselves a striker to ensure that we 100% make sure that we get into the Champions League again. But if that's not the case, and even if that is the case, even if these players, Jackson and Armando Broja, are helping us, scoring goals and helping us to reach, top 4, top 5, we should just keep trusting them, man. Honestly, we should keep trusting them. We should see at least, this is what I'm saying, we should at least check things out till the end of December and then see where things are at. Let's just get Sesko. That's another name that's floating around. I'm not even sure if Sesko starts for Red Bull Leipzig. Does he start for Leipzig? I don't think he even starts for Leipzig, you know. I know he's a very, very good talent, but he doesn't even start for Leipzig. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel we just need to be a little bit more patient. Felix Poch was right when he said every single transfer window we work with different squad and we can't build anything. Let the players build some chemistry and then after season or more judge them. Exactly. Honestly, this is why I kept on saying after the summer window that we don't need to make a whole heap of changes anymore. We have a quality squad. Not that long ago, a lot of people were saying to me, "Oh, we don't have a quality squad. This is why we've got poor results." And I kept on saying, I kept on advocating. No, it's honestly like shameful to say after spending £1 billion, close to 1 billion, and to say that we don't have a quality squad. We've got a lot of talented players in our squad, man, and a lot of players that are coming back from injury very, very soon. We don't need to tinker with the squad anymore. Maybe just one or two fine tuning, but we don't necessarily need to do them in January. We can wait till the summer window. We can wait for opportunities. We do need to allow the team to work together. And as Felix is saying, to build some level of chemistry. We can't just be bringing in new players after new players after new players. It's not going to work like that. It's just not going to work like that. And what are we expecting? Someone new to come in, like a Victor Osimhen, to come in and just bang in goals straight away. It just doesn't work out like that, man. We have to give it time. Adnan in the house. The squad is good enough for this season. I agree, man. I truly do agree. Melon, we do trust them, but they needed rest. Look, I don't know about the rest part because one game a week, what rest do you really need? You get enough rest. Tim B again, thank you for commenting, my man. Ivan Toney, 14 non-penalty goals last season and 6 the season before. Is that good enough for Chelsea? 14 non-penalty goals last season and 6. I think 14 non-penalty goals, that's very good, man. I'd have to say that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. Ivan Toney, his total package as a player is sensational, man. The things that he does for Brentford, obviously it'll be a different style of football at Chelsea Football Club. Brentford and Chelsea don't play the same way. At Brentford, Ivan Toney is looking at, fighting for the second balls, looking at long balls and looking at counter-attacking situations. At Chelsea, it's not going to be the same situation. We'll see how Brentford plays against us. They're robust. I'm not saying Brentford's going to have a low block or anything like that, but they do rely on, sucking in the opposition and then hitting them hard in counter with powerful and pacey players up front. They do like to employ the long ball every now and then, but they do also play out from the back. They're not like, they're not strangers to playing out from the back. They absolutely know how to play football, but it is a different style to what Poch is doing at Chelsea Football Club. Shubra, good to see you, my man. Nearly 200 people live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 200 immediately. If you're enjoying the conversation, you're enjoying the interaction with the live chat, please smash the like button. Get it up to 200 immediately. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Very, very close to 30,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe 100%. Shubra is saying other attackers need to chip in with goals like Mudryk and Palmer did. Absolutely. It's team sport. Everyone has to chip in. Very, very important. Very important. RYX9, good to see you. Tony is playing in Brentford side, 14 non-penalty goals. Of course, that's good. Come on, bro. Of course, it's good enough for us. Yeah, 100% agree. 14 non-penalty goals is sensational. The Sky Blue, the Chelsea Blues. For too long, Chelsea has been going through the process, but with no result, and fans miss Chelsea, which was once feared by the opposing team. Look, I get it. I know. I was in the same boat where, being frustrated that where did that Chelsea go away? We had such a formidable team under Roman, but even the latter part of Roman's tenure, we were on the decline. So it's been a while since we've been dipping. And maybe it's time to just reset and just be patient for a little bit longer, for the team to rebuild again. So look, owners have done everything possible. They've brought in a lot of quality players. We just need now time for all of these players to gel together and do well for us. And I'm hoping that's what's going to happen as well. Pepita, good to see you. Hey, Miz, I feel like I'm getting ready. High school all over again. Is 5 a.m. here in the US, but I'm glad Miz is my teacher. Good to see you, my man. Enjoy school, indeed. Enjoy school. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. Anish in the house. Jackson needs to be strong enough to withhold challenges. Link up wise, he is like Giroud, but just needs to be calm in front of the goal and shouldn't try to take on defenders most of the time. Yeah, look, these are things that he needs to work on in the training sessions. These are things that Pochettino and the backroom training staff has to, point it out to him. They definitely need to point all of these things out to him, and spend time with him. To develop a young striker, it just doesn't happen like that. There's a lot of hard work that needs to happen, not just from the player, but from the coaching staff as well. Like, we need to understand these are young players. They need all the help that they can get from the coaching staff to bring out the talent that's inside them. So it's a teamwork. It's not just on Nicolas Jackson. It's on the coaching staff as well to ensure they're providing the right instructions for him. They're giving him the right feedback. They're giving him good constructive feedback as well. Whenever he's doing the wrong thing, that they're pointing it out to him and that they're holding him accountable, making sure that he doesn't make the same mistakes over and over again. This is how we're going to develop these players, man. And I feel like there are some quality talent in these players that we shouldn't just disregard willy-nilly. Like, we should give some time, man. Kamal Dean, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Pep even said keeping small squad give the team opportunity to gel together and build chemistry. So why do we need additional striker when we already have a bunch of talents? Exactly, man. We need to stay patient. We really need to stay patient. Look at for instance, sometimes you can get high quality striker, but if you don't have the supporting actors behind that striker, then it's going to be difficult. Like, for instance, Erling Haaland. Like, Erling Haaland is still having a sensational season this season. Because of what we saw last season, a lot of people are saying this season, he's not himself. But not having KDB, not having Kevin De Bruyne behind Erling Haaland is a massive factor, because KDB he kept on feeding Erling Haaland. I think now the fact that Cole Palmer is a regular starter at Chelsea Football Club and is a key cog, I truly do believe someone like Cole Palmer will feed Nicolas Jackson and or Broja on a regular basis. So we should play with a striker, and we should see how Cole Palmer or even Mudryk. I've even seen Mudryk try to set up, Nicolas Jackson several times. The combination that Mudryk has with Nicolas Jackson, the understanding that they have, these are some things that we should look to work hard and look to try and improve on. So we shouldn't try and get on top of that another new striker when you can see some form of chemistry that's developing. This is why it's very important this weekend against Brentford. I do want to see Cole Palmer, link up with hopefully Nicolas Jackson up front. I know Armando Broja is back from injury, the little slight injury that he had. He's back into training, and I'm hoping to see Broja in the bench to a certain degree. So hopefully he can get some minutes off the bench, and both these players can fight it out and have a good, healthy competition. Roby in the house. Trust is earned, not given. There is still plenty of matches until Jan window. Broja and Jackson have the chance to prove they are good enough. Strike force, absolutely agree. Absolutely agreed. We're going to slowly wrap things up. We'll go well over 200 people live. Only 25 more likes away from 100 likes. Let's get there, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. And then from there on, it'll be a massive bonus. So let's do that. We'll take a couple of more comments and we'll wrap things up. Felix, please don't forget Nkunku. He's elegant on the ball and can create clear chances. Exactly. Absolutely. Not only he can create chances for the striker, but he's also potentially a striker as well. Someone who can do really well up front. Terry Fortino D is commenting, Jackson is not decisive enough. Nkunku would have just chipped the goalkeeper and it's game over. Yeah, fair enough. I think you're talking about that Arsenal game. Look, we have to give time. We must give time. We can't just disregard and disband any player. Like this is what I'm saying. You know, we get someone like Victor Osimhen to come in. He doesn't perform for a couple of games, and a lot of the people are going to be disregarding and disbanding him as well. So let's be excited about what we have, and let's see what they can do for us. Shubra, last comment, and we'll wrap things up. Nkunku's injury was the killer one. We would see Broja and Nico's value soar if they stayed fit. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I'll drop another video, maybe another couple of videos. I am looking to do a video on David Datra Fofana later sometime today in regards to his loan spell at Union Berlin, and looks like there's some problems that's happening at the moment. So we will report on that. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.